Hi, boys and girls. The last few days, you have been reviewing the predictable vowel team lessons. And so today we're going to be doing some writing of our own with the predictable vowels, all of them, all of the different ones. And let me remind you of the section that we're looking at. So on the chart that's in your room, you should have, this should be up somewhere. Maybe your teacher has just put it up now so that you can see it. But we're talking about this section right here, the predictable vowels. And so we're going to be reviewing all of these combinations for this lesson and the next lesson. Let's review. When we look right here, we know that these are paired together. They both make the A sound. This combination makes the A sound in the middle of the word, and this combination makes the A sound at the end of a word. These both make the ah sound. This combination is in the middle of the word, and this would be at the end of the word, and that is usually, okay? So usually that's what would happen. These two are two different sounds, and I think they just put them next to each other because they wanted to make it even in the chart. So this is E, and this is I, and this could be either at the middle or the end, and this could be at the middle or the end, but you can hear the difference with those. These are both O, and again, if you figured out the pattern, OA would be where? Yes, in the middle of the word. And the OE is generally at the end of the word. And then right here, these are both the OI sound. And again, the first one, this is first because it's in the middle of the word usually, and the OY is at the end of the word usually, okay? You also notice that, well, I always kind of remember because the Y and the W and the Y are those funny vowels. They're not really vowels all the time. That helps me remember too. But you've got the chart in your room, so just look up at the chart, okay? All right. So we will use the chip kits right here. And let me go ahead and share my screen. And here we are. We're going to be working on word list 1 and word list 2. Okay, so I'll move the chips here, and we'll stretch the word together, and then you'll have a chance to write the word. And as you're writing the word, I do want to hear you making the sounds, okay? Not loud, just whispering them, but you should be using the sounds. Our first word is fault. Let's finger stretch it. Fault. Fault. Okay, so when I say I know that's a consonant. Ah is our vowel team. L is a consonant, and T is a consonant. Okay, so you know that there's 4 sounds. That doesn't mean that's how many letters, because you know that our vowel team is going to be 2 letters at least. And so now as you write in your letters, I want to hear not the sounds of, I don't want to hear the names of the letters. I want you to make the sounds. So as I sound them, you'll sound them with me, and you'll put the letter that would go there. L, T. Okay, let me check. Check to make sure you have an F. That's the AU because it's in the middle. L, T. Okay, fault. Remember the words that we're using today will all follow the correct patterns. Okay, but they can be any of the predictable vowels. Our next word is the gray. Let's finger stretch it. G, A. 3 sounds. Okay, so you're only going to be using 3 boxes. G is our consonant. Also a consonant. A. Think about what A combination is at the end of a word. Let's sound it together. G, A. Okay, you should have all the sounds in it. Shouldn't be even having to think too much about it. Check to see if you have those letters. Okay. Here we go. Word 3. This is the word claw. Claw. Let's finger stretch. K, L, ah. Ready? 3 sounds. K. Consonant. O. Consonant. Ah. Now, K, L, ah. You'll need to write the letters. This could be one of 2 letters. And so hopefully you're using a pencil. As you put in the letter here, here, and here, go back and double check to see if it looks okay. You might want to change it, okay, depending on what you have. That is a C. O, repeating the L, and here's the ah sound at the end of the word, so that's that AW, okay? So this C would be something you probably would have to memorize, but if you start looking at these combinations, that KL would have just looked kind of funny to you probably. Our next word is tight. Let's finger stretch. T. 3 sounds. Boys and girls are probably a few more than 3 letters. So here we go. T. That's our consonant. I, our vowel combination. T at the end. Okay? T. I. T. I hope you said that along with me as you wrote the letters. This goes pretty fast because you shouldn't have to be spending time thinking, what's that letter that spells this word? Because you just say T and you write a T. Say I, and you put that vowel combination because you know we're working on the predictable vowel teams today because I told you. And then a T at the end, okay? I'm hoping you're starting to see the benefit of using this because you'll become fantastic spellers if you do use this technique. Our next word is faux. Faux. F-O. I just heard 2 sounds. Did you hear 2 sounds? Here we go. F is the consonant. O, the vowel. Vowel team. Ready? Let's stretch. Let's sound it together as we sound right in your letter. O. Check to make sure. See, the O combination, this predictable vowel is at the end of the word. Our next word is beat. Stretch it with me. B, eat. Ready? Let's bring down our chips. B, eat. Ready? Stretch it out again. B, write your letter. E. Let's check. Should have a B, the double E, and the T. Our next word is aid. Stretch. Aid. Okay, here we go. A, that is our predictable vowel team. D, a consonant. Stretch it together. Aid. Okay, hopefully you wrote in the AI because we said that the first combination is in the middle or the beginning. It's not, and the other is the end. So that would be AI there. Our next word is croak. Croak. Let's stretch it together. K-r-o-k. Croak. Okay, so I hear 4 sounds. Let's sound it carefully again and think about whether it's a vowel or a consonant. K, r, o, k. I know sometimes it seems funny that I'm slowing that down, but I will tell you that if you don't slow it down, it's easy to miss the consonants if you're just trying to memorize letters and write it quickly, you'll miss this consonant blend, okay? So now let's say each sound slowly, and now you will write in the letter with the sound, but you're only saying the sound. K. Oops. All right, I gave you that C because that's a tricky one. O. Okay, got a tricky one at the end, right? O. Hopefully you got that OA there, and the K at the end. So this is kind of a memorizing thing. That would be the two sounds of the K there, spelled with a C and a K. Okay, our next word is boil. Boil, finger stretch. Oil. 3 sounds. Ready? Let's finger stretch it, or let's sound it again as we bring down the chips. Oil. Now we're going to sound it again as you write the letters. Oil. Check, you should have a B, the O-I, and the L. Okay. Our next word is joy. Ready? Finger stretch. Joy. Okay, we're going to Stretch it, fingers, sound it again. J, oi. That's the oi sound. Notice where that is. You need the j and the oi. Hopefully you got the oy combination because that oi sound is at the end. It follows our pattern that we said it would. Okay. We now are going to move on to list 2, which again, we're reviewing the same thing, okay? They're all mixed up, so I'm hoping this is giving you some really good practice with these predictable vowel team combinations. Our first word is soil. S, oi, ol. 3 sounds. Ready? Sound it again. S, oi, ol. Now, sound it again, but write the letter, okay? I'm going to remind you, you're not saying the name of the letters, you're saying the sound. S, oi, ol. Check. Should have an S, the O-I, and the L. Okay? Our next word is float. Ready? Finger stretch. Float. Float. Here we go. Sound it. Oat. Sound it again as you write. Oat. Should see F, L. There's our OA with our T. The next word is fright. Fright. Sound it with me as I bring down the chips. Fright. Make sure you're really pronouncing it closely. Sound it again as you write the letters. Check F. You should see R. I-G-H. That's a tricky one. So hopefully you fit all 3 of those letters into your box with a T at the end. Our next word, draw. Draw. D-R-A. Okay, let's bring down our chips. D-R-A. I hear that ah sound at the end. Sound it once more as you write the letters. D-R-A. Should see a D, an R, and an A-W, okay? I'm really excited to talk to your teachers after these lessons to see if you're picking up these. This is a lot of predictable vowel teams, but I really bet you're getting most of them. Here's our next word is frail. Frail. Frail is a word we don't hear very often. It means kind of fragile or something that could break easily. Frail. Okay, let's finger stretch it. Frail. I hear 4 sounds. Frail. Ready? Bring down our consonant. A is our vowel team. O. Sound it again as you write the letters. Sound it with me. A, O. Ready? Check. Excellent. The word green. Probably all of you know how to spell green, but we're still going to do it this way because there's a definite advantage to practicing this. Here we go. Green. Green. 4 sounds. We hear a consonant. Another consonant. We hear E. It's our vowel combination. Okay, sound it again. Green. Hopefully you have a G and R, that double E and an N. Okay, a few more. Our word is pale. Stretch it. Pale. Pale. We have a p, a, o, ale. If you're with the routine, you would have all the letters written. There's the letter P, the AI, because that's in the middle, and the O with the L. Our next word is clay. K-O-A. K is our consonant. O, and then our A. As we stretch this again, there is one thing you might have had. It's kind of a memorization thing, okay? So you have a choice of 2 sounds for the K. Choose the one you think works. K, O, and then A. Now double check, does it look okay to you? Or do you need to change this one, depending on what you chose, okay? So K is the letter C, O, and the A. And most often, if you're between the 2 letters C or K, most often the K at the beginning of the word is going to be the C. So if you're not sure, I'd go with the C at the beginning. If you hear a K at the end, it's usually the K or the CK. So that can be tricky. Haunt, 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 haunt is our consonant. Ah is our vowel. Is our consonant. T is another consonant. Haunt. We're going to stretch it again here with ah. T. We do it again to make sure you have those written. Ah. T. You should have an H. There's your AU for the ah, because it's in the middle. T. Haunt. Here's our last one. Boy. B. Oy. Okay, pretty easy. We're ending with the easy one. B. Oy. We're going to still sound it, even though I know you know how to spell this word. B. Oy. There's your B, and there's your OY. Boys and girls, you did great. The lesson tomorrow will give us 20 more words to practice that have these same vowel combinations. So I look forward to seeing you at that lesson. Thanks a lot for giving your best and really trying this new technique that I know is different, but I really feel strongly it will help you a great deal. All right, we hope we did this right. So